All right, what's going on, T-shirt Millionaires? I'm Charles Smith III, the host of the T-shirt Millionaires live show, and we got an amazing guest. I'm talking about I've been rocking with this guy for a while. Big shout out to my bro Stan Banks, T-shirt side hustle.
Sure.
He ended up putting me on him. You know what I'm saying? And then I reached out to him. I said, man, I gotta work with him. And if y'all see this mural in the background, this is the founder, the creator of that joint. So today we got Khalid Dennis. On Instagram, you can find him. He's BKL Vision. And I'm talking about, man, he crazy with the artwork. There's a lot of people in the T-shirt millionaires community. They got logos. They got T-shirts and artwork that's made from my guy. So I really look forward to having a creative conversation today. It's going to be amazing. As always, it's going to be informational, but inspirational. And without further ado, I'm going to hit this button. We're going to get into this video and have a great conversation with Khalid. What's going on, T-shirt Millionaires? I'm Charles Smith III, the host of the T-shirt Millionaires live show. Today we have Khalid Dennis, BKL Visions, my brother. It's great to finally meet you, fam. How you doing today, bro?
I'm good, bro. I'm glad to meet you too, man. Glad to see you, man. And it's a blessing to be here. I appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We talked before, and I think it's always a blessing. Like we've done business, you know what I'm saying, on a few different occasions. And so, to finally meet, everything before has been, over text and everything, but to finally meet, I appreciate it, family. And so, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and let the audience know like who you are, because everybody, one thing I want to put out there, everybody in the audience, this is somebody that y'all need to go follow right now on Instagram. Go check out his work. Because I promise you, if this man makes something for you, you can go ahead and upgrade your brand. I'm sorry. I love his artwork. I'm wearing his artwork right now. So go ahead and tell everybody what you do, family.
What's up, TM fam? My name is Khalid Dennis. My artist name is BKL Visions, which stands for Blessed King Lid Visions. I'm an artist, fine artist, graffiti artist, graphic designer. You can't really put me in a box, man, but I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, born and raised Philadelphia, and art is what I live and is what I do.
That's what's up. That's what you live. You know what I'm saying? That's your passion. That's what you do. I love that, fam. And you said Blessed King Live, like Live?
Blessed King Lid. So my name is Khalid. So it's just the last part of my name, which is Lid. Most people call me Lid. If you grew up with me, you'll probably call me Lid.
For sure. Okay, I was wondering where the BKL came from. Yeah. So there we go. Bless King Lid for sure. And so, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know artists, like, y'all are born with this gift. You might walk into it and understand it a little bit later on, but I feel like it's something that you're born. Like, when did you start, like, creating, my brother?
So it's kind of crazy, man. Like, my dad, who was not really in my life, I found out at a young age, probably like 6 or 7, that my dad was an artist from bringing over my grandmother's house. And she showed me these like sketchbooks that my dad would draw in. Like, I mean, he drew Dr. Seuss like he was working for the company. Right. So, it amazed me even as a young child. And then all through school, elementary, middle school, high school, this is all I did in school. I didn't do my schoolwork at all.
Right.
So while everybody else was learning, I was doodling in my books and drawing. And now it's something that I actually live off of, which is a blessing.
Right. So tell me, like, did you ever have, like, when did you start, like, doing it full time, or have you always been doing it full time? Like, tell me about you. You talked about how it supports you and what you do. Like, how long you been doing that?
So honestly, I actually been like, dipping and dabbing in art my whole life. I like the things that y'all see now, like that I create, like the sneakers and the paintings and stuff like that. This is stuff that I like tinker with as a child, even like as a teenager. I just never like had God. I didn't know God at that time, so I didn't understand that God would have to show me that vision as I got older. He would have to introduce this vision to me. I just knew it was something that I always did my whole life, no matter what. And now at the age of like 43, I actually kind of like discovered my purpose at like 38, but now at 43, I'm kind of like transitioning into my full purpose and gift, which is
Wow.
art. But I've been doing this my whole entire life, literally.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's interesting, man. I want to dive into that a little bit more. So you talked about you were doing it,
Mm-hmm.
but you ain't really have like like the vision came a little later on.
Yeah.
What do you tell me what you mean by that, bro? Like when you say vision for what? Like what do you mean?
So for me, like I always thought that I was gonna be a basketball player. Like coming up in high school, I was like first team all state, single A. I went to a boarding school. And basketball was my first love. Like you couldn't have told me I wasn't gonna be in the NBA.
Right.
And then art and everything was my second love. When I wasn't playing basketball, I was drawing graffiti. I was
Right.
drawing in notebooks. I was coloring on clothes. I was writing on people's sneakers and stuff like that.
Right.
And even transitioning into like being a teenager, a little older, or around like 2021, I would, this when the whole like custom Air Force One wave came out and everybody was doing that. I tapped into that a little bit, but I was never serious about it. It was like, oh, I could do this. And then I did it, and then I put it down.
Right.
And I didn't even think about it after I did it. And, God had to take me through some things in life. I had to lose somebody that I truly loved, which was my twin brother, Khalid. I had to lose him for God to open my eyes and say, this is the direction I need you to go, and this is what I need you to do.
Wow.
For me.
God bless.
Yeah.
God bless. God bless. So at that point in time, your brother and many blessings to your family.
Thank you.
You lost your brother, and that was almost like a wake-up call for you. And at that point in time, you had this internal shift that kind of moves you in that direction. So at that point in time, like, how did your actions start really following that? Like, did you start picking up that pen more? Like, what did you start doing?
I would tell you a crazy story, man. Like, it's mind blowing still to me to this day.
Yeah.
So about 5 years ago, probably 6, my brother was diagnosed with brain cancer.
Wow.
Right? At the time, we was living in separate houses. I had to, move out of my place and immediately, like overnight, had to start taking care of my twin brother.
Right.
Because he had got diagnosed with brain cancer like in one day.
Wow.
So our whole lives turned upside down and shifted, and God was shifting us all in a direction. So, long story short, I move in with my twin brother. I'm taking care of him. I'm like his nurse. I'm like his in-home nurse, and watching my brother go through the chemo, go through the process of like, the whole, it was just a major transformation for his life. And, while you're helping somebody that you love and nurturing and taking care of somebody that you love, it's also a painful thing to watch and have to go through. Absolutely. So being in the house with my brother, I'm like, Lord, you gotta give me something while I'm in here watching my brother go through this. I need to be preoccupied. I'm reading the Bible every day. I'm watching the TBN. I'm watching the Gospel Network. I'm in my zone. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you gotta give me something else to like break up the monotony of this. Right. And Holy Spirit, man, just spoke to me and was just like, yo, go get you some paint. I wound up going to Walmart, buying all the cheap paint, 50-cent paint and all that kind of stuff. And I set myself in my brother's dining room, and the rest is history, is what you see today.
Wow. That's amazing, man. And like I said, still, God bless you. You took something, a difficult situation, but you ended up finding gold out of that. You know what I'm saying? And you tapped into another level yourself. And I think that's so powerful. I'm just looking at, everybody in the comments, you know what I'm saying? Look at God, you know what I'm saying? Never too late. You know what I'm saying? Like,
never.
That's what we talking about, bro. And when you start talking that purpose talk, that's a different type of talk. You know what I'm saying? Man. So yeah. Well, many blessings. So,
thank you,
when you started really doing that, bro, did you kind of start finding different things that you like to create? Like, talk to me about your creative process and, like how you create for yourself when you want to make something. Like, how does that work, bro?
All right. So for me, again, like the stuff that y'all see now, my style, the graffiti, this is all stuff that I fell in love with, like B Street. I grew up in the 80s, so B Street and just those type of movies, Crush Groove. I watched those movies. I grew up in those movies. I always loved graffiti. That's just something I loved.
Right.
So this is stuff that I actually was drawing in my notebooks in school that I'm just translating now.
Wow.
So it's like a nostalgic style. To everybody it's new, but to me it's like I've been doing this forever. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what has me, creating what I'm creating now is God said it had to have a purpose. It had to represent God. So that's why you see a lot of love and crowns and hearts and things like that in my artwork. It's symbolisms of God, loving all his people, being royalty, being Christian royalty, but just being royalty, even as, minorities, Black African Americans, we come from royalty, you know what I mean? So I just try to symbolize all of those symbols in my artwork, but it's coming from a place of just, being Christ-like and being God-like and just showing love to everybody.
Yo, hey, bro, man, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think for myself and everybody listening, I think that it's power from, it's like one thing you see what people do, but then just know like the energy that it comes from, you know what I'm saying? Like where that pen and that paint and that artwork, where it bleeds from, you know what I'm saying? Like just to see and hear you talk about, hey, what I'm doing, man, it represents purpose. It represents God. It represents love. You know what I'm saying? So when we wearing stuff, when we got stuff in our background or whatever it is that's made by you, it's a special piece. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's a special piece of energy that go with it. So I love that, family. I love it. So tell me this, bro. Like, I'm sure you created in different things. Like, what was your first piece that you started? Like somebody was like, you know what? I want to pay you for what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, when did that happen?
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. So my brother passes away, and then, the conversation with my brother, the last conversation that we had was he turned and looked at me. This was his last breath almost, in a sense. And he was like, bro, art, run with it. That's your gift.
Wow.
Literally.
Wow.
So that was the last conversation I had with my brother, right?
Wow.
After that, the fire came on in my belly, man. I'm talking about I hit the ground running. I haven't stopped since that day.
Wow.
And then probably I'll say about 2 years later, a couple from England actually commissioned me to paint their dining room table and like this long piece of wood they had. And that was like the first piece of art that I actually got commissioned for and paid for.
Wow.
Which was amazing.
Wow. So what, how did they find out about you?
They found out through a friend of my brother's that was on Instagram, and she somehow connected them to me. But I knew of her, but she was more, I believe, of my brother's friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was like the connection came from my brother, from the heavens, man. So
that's real. That's deep, bro. And so, bro, you know what I'm saying? RIP, he passes, he tells you art. One of the first pieces that you get commissioned was from somebody that was connected through him. And so you do this table, this dining room thing. Like, what was the artwork that you put on there? Like, describe like what it was you made.
It was basically like an abstract piece. They gave me a specific color palette that they wanted to use, which I believe was like maroon, gray, white and creams or something like that. And they gave me full creative freedom. She was like, I seen some of the stuff that you did. And I'm talking, this is like when I was early on Instagram, like 5-6 years ago. I had like one piece of art up on my page, and she was like, I seen what you can do. She's like, I'll just give you full creative freedom. You could do what you want to do. It just has to be on these two pieces.
Wow.
And I met her and her husband at like a Lowe's parking lot, picked up the pieces, took them back to my home. I didn't even have a studio at this time. I'm like spray painting in the crib.
Right.
But I'm getting it done, man, because it was my passion. I knew it was my purpose. And I wanted to, push myself and see what I can do. Push myself to the limit. So it was a challenge for me too. But it was fun.
Right. So when you doing that type of work, you know what I'm saying, for anybody, like what are you doing? What are you thinking to yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, as you going through, are you like, man, I hope they love it? Or like, what are you thinking as an artist? Are you just like, you know what? I'm creating for what I do. I know it's gonna be good. Like, what are you processing in your mind as you making stuff for people?
For me, it depends. Like if somebody's giving me full creative freedom,
Right.
I love that because then I could create off emotion.
Ah.
You know what I mean?
Ah.
And art, a lot of people don't understand art is created out of emotion for most
Yeah.
artists. I know definitely for me. So I could put a mark on a canvas, right? And come back 7 days later and the emotions are different 7 days later.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And I could put a different mark that day and come back 7 days later and I'm coming back with a different mark because it's a different emotion.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
so a lot of times when an artist is creating, it might be 50 layers of emotion on one piece.
That's fire, bro.
You feel me?
Word.
So when you get a piece of art from an artist, it's not just a piece of art, it's a piece of them.
Wow.
Because it was created with so many different emotions. And
Wow.
normally you'll know it's the piece for you because it'll speak to you.
Ooh.
And that's how it normally goes.
Oh man, is y'all hearing this? Oh my god, man. Like, bro, I'm so inspired just by like the way you talking about this, bro. Man, you said it can be like 50 different layers of emotion on one piece.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. And I never ever thought about it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
That's crazy, bro. So listen, so I want to go deeper into like this creation process and what you're talking about, bro, because you know you're an artist, like you're a pure artist, right? And your skill level is super high and it's unique. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I feel like you know, our audience, everybody that's watching now, we in the t-shirt game, we're artists, regardless of the degree. You know, it's not even always about degrees, just about different ways of attacking it.
Yeah.
But you have created at such a high level. I want to get the understanding of, for the person who wants to tap into that creativity, how do they get started? Should they force things? Do they let it flow? I know you just mentioned, you talked about letting the art speak. Talk to me about some of that stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like your feelings and how you move and navigate through the process when you begin till you end.
Yeah. So I honestly, let me start with this. I would say to like an inspiring artist, an inspiring creator, an inspiring t-shirt brand owner, millionaire, t-shirt millionaire.
Yes, sir.
You gotta jump in the fire, man. Throw it out there. Like,
wow.
Yeah, don't second guess nothing. We all have our own uniqueness and our own likenesses. So we all have something to offer to the world. It's just like you could go get a baby to doodle a design, right? Right. And you could put that same design on a t-shirt and somebody will buy it because they can tell the emotion that came in from the child.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's different. Let me cut this off real quick.
No, you good, fam. Hey, this is the T-shirt Millionaires live show, man.
Yeah, hold on.
Hey, everybody. I hope that y'all getting inspired by it. I'm telling you, like, I'm super, like, I'm lit, bro. Like, I love this conversation. Go ahead, my brother.
So, you just gotta jump out there, believe in what you're doing. Your brand, whatever you're trying to do and create, is not going to be successful if you don't believe in it. And people can tell that. People can sense that. People could tell if you're trying to just come in and be a t-shirt trapper and just sell people anything. Right. And then people could tell, like, yo, this coming from a place. Right. This has substance. This is coming with something. You know what I'm saying? And it's the substance that makes people want to buy things or want to be a part of things. You know, and then if it's true substance, the sky is the limit.
Yeah, it's undeniable. It's undeniable.
True substance.
Man. So tell me this, bro. Have you ever gotten to places to where you feel stuck in the process? Like, it's almost like how people write. They be like, they got writer's block. Have you ever got a place where you feel stuck? Tell me that. And if you have, how do you get around it? What do you do when you get to them places?
Yeah, yo, listen, no lie, man. I hate to make this sound like churchy and religious, man. but I'm a Christian man. You know what
Absolutely,
I know
man.
what God has done for my life. I know where he brought me from. And that ain't nothing cliche. You know what I mean? I'm from Philly, you know what I mean?
Woo.
So you already know
For sure.
all the type of action I probably got into as a young boy, but by the grace of God, he spared my life. You know what I mean? But so what was the question, man? I'm so
Nah, you good, bro. You good. Nah, basically, I was saying, bro, like, you know how like writers, they get writer's block. So as you've created, have you gotten to places to where you maybe feel stuck and you got to step away? And if you felt stuck, like, what is your process to navigate around from being stuck in your creative process?
Honestly, I get inspiration from everywhere, but I try not to get caught up in looking at everybody's things and the stuff that they doing, because I don't want that to translate into what I'm doing. You know, I don't want nobody that, he stole this, he stole that. No, like everything I think of and come up with is original. I've had artist blocks before, but no lie, man, the Holy Spirit like just reroute me. Real rap. He just reroute me like, oh, you already got the visions. I gave them to you already.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And a lot of times it's stuff that I thought of 6 months ago, and next thing you know, it pop up in my mind, and now I'm just translating it down. And I'm just creating, and I'm like, oh, dang, I remember when I came up with this idea. And then the Holy Spirit just bring it back to remembrance, and then I'm like, all right, I gotta translate it so I don't lose it. You know what I mean?
So this is a spiritual process, man.
Absolutely. For me.
Wow, this is a spirit. So y'all listen to what my brother talking about. He say it ain't so much about getting stuck. They might come into things, but Holy Spirit reroute them, take them another way, bring up ideas later on. So he tapped in. What you do to stay tapped in on the spiritual side, my brother? Talk to me about that side of your life. What are you doing to stay tapped in?
I mean, I have like the daily devotional apps. You know what I mean? But honestly, man, it's my wife, man. My wife keep me grounded, man.
Salute to the queen.
She salute to her, man. Like she'll get on me, like, yo, you do your devotional today?
Wow.
Like, no, let me. you got that phone in your hand. You do your devotional, and I'm like, no. So a lot of times she keep me in line, but as the leader of the house, man, I try to stay on my job. So I got a couple books that I read. She bought me an amazing like messenger Bible where just break it kind of dumbs the Bible down for you, kind of put it like in a little street text for you a little bit. But that's on all that, because we all, some of us are babes in Christ, some of us are seasoned, and then some of us are seasoned, but we still babes in Christ. So it just break the word down for us, and I read that a lot. I watch a lot of TBN, Stephen Furtick. I love Pastor Furtick. My pastor is all that, Pastor Lonnie Herndon. He dope. So I just stay connected, man, any way I can to God, man. But a lot of times, man, it's just I talk to God all day long.
I
talk to him all day long. I didn't understand that when I was young. When my grandma, I would see my grandma just mumbling, and the whole time I'm like, what grandma I'm talking about? But she was talking to God about all of us.
Wow.
Wow.
So, yeah. That's amazing, bro. I love it. And I think that's super inspirational to everybody in the audience, right? Your journey, what you building, your business, your designs, it's a spiritual process too. My brother was blessed with a gift, but although he was blessed with this gift, he's still saying, okay, God, guide me through this. Show me what's next. Help me, show me how to maneuver. So, man, that's real dope, family. So listen, there's a lot of artists that I see on Instagram, and man, I'd be like, man, I wish that they could do some work, but they don't do the commissions. They don't, they don't open themselves up and they create, for themselves.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Like, have you always been in a place where you like, okay, I want to give my gift to create for others, or do you get in a place to where you like, okay, maybe I close off and I just need to create for myself? Like, tell me about that part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In the beginning, man, I was super selfish, man. Like I was super prideful and super selfish as an artist, because I really thought that this was the only, like the gift was just for me, like the create, and have monetary value, to generate monetary, things for me. But then, God had revealed to me like, no, this not about you. This is bigger than you. I'm giving you this gift to help other people, but also show who I am.
Wow.
In the process of you creating all this stuff.
Wow.
So I had to grow. I had to get out of that season, understand like it's not really just about me.
Right.
That's why even this is new to me. Like I'm coming out of my shell with this, like doing interviews and
Word.
even since you came into my life, you know,
Word.
Stan came into my life on that side of things. Like this is growth for me as an artist and creator. You know what I mean? And you know, glory to God, it's helped me. It's helped my family. You know what I mean? So I'm blessed by being a part of this, by you reaching out to me. You know what I mean? Stan reaching out to me. So, yeah, man, it's a blessing, bro. It's just a blessing.
Right. Well, no, man. Like I say, bro, I'm thankful. I remember, I feel like Stan, you might have did. I think you did a hat for Stan. It had the D on it. It had a D on it. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. And I remember reaching out to my brother. And I was like, bro, who did that? I was like, who did that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, who put that together?
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, BKL. So I went and I checked you out. And I think that was right around the time where I started doing this show. And I had a vision. I said, bro, I want some type. I used to have this plain piece of artwork. I got it done at Kinko's. You know what I'm saying? I had my logo and stuff. But I was like, you know what? I want something that's just like graffiti, dripped out. And when I saw your work, I was like, that matched what I want. You know what I'm saying? So then I reached out to you, and I think that was the first piece that you did. And I just want everybody to see it while we here. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, it's hard for y'all to maybe see right now. You know what I'm saying? But that's what my guy put in my background. And that's what we rocking with right now on the T-Shirt Millionaires live show. So my brother, like, I appreciate you for sharing that gift, because I wouldn't have this right now if it wasn't for you. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So I appreciate that, family. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, bro. So listen, let's talk about like the tools that you use. You know what I'm saying? I know people use an Illustrator or a Photoshop, but you told me that you do something a little bit different. How you create stuff?
Yeah, I'm a Procreate artist. You know, I use Procreate. I've used those other programs, you know, Photoshop and all that. I'm not good at Photoshop. I've used them before, and for me, just as an artist, I'm like, nah, this ain't me. Like I need hands-on, tangible. You know what I mean? I'm like kinetic. I like kinetic feel. You know, so the click of the mouse and dragging and stuff, like it's no real originality in that for me as a creator and an artist. So when I discovered Procreate, I was like, oh, this for me right here. Right. Yeah, I downloaded it, and man, I just did my homework on Procreate. Like I found out how to use everything. It's still some things I gotta learn on there, but on a like super entry level, I'm a beast with Procreate. You know what I mean? And I'm aiming to get better. I'm aiming to get my skills up and get even better. So that's what I use as far as like for digital art. And then for like canvas art, murals and stuff like that, you know, heavy acrylics, flow acrylics, spray paint, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I touch every medium when it comes to art. For real,
right. Well, no, I appreciate it, and I think that's a gem in itself, right? You talked about dragging the mouse, clicking away. That ain't like really you. You say you need that kinetic feel. You know what I'm saying, to be able to touch it, to draw it out, and I think that's a big part of understanding what your lane is. You know what I'm saying? Like you found something that was like, yeah, this is me right here. You know what I'm saying? And you ran with it, and it's paying dividends. You producing great work in the world. So I think that's really powerful for everybody. Find your lane, whatever it is. Find your lane. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's hard. So tell me about these murals you make, bro. Like, what's your favorite mural that you've done? You know what I'm saying? I think I've seen over on your Instagram. And what I want to do is let me do something real quick. I want to share your page real quick. And I think I've seen a few things on your page, but everybody, check this out. This is BKL. If y'all not following my brother, make sure you go to BKL. Bro, what is this, bro?
Yeah.
What's this, bro?
So that was a great experience. That was for Rock Nation. Every year in Philly, they have like a 3-day festival, in the Parkway. You know, it's sponsored by Rock Nation, Jay-Z, and this particular year, which I believe was 2 summers ago, they commissioned artists from the city. You had to submit your artwork. Then you had to get selected, you know, from a panel, and if they picked you, this was what we had to create, which was they were doing a social justice. I guess you could say like a area where it was for all social justice reform and awareness and things like that. And it was spelled cause village, basically like a cause. Each letter represented a cause.
Wow.
So they gave me the letter E, and my cause was anti-violence. You know, more specifically for the urban community, the city of Philadelphia. I was basically like speaking to the youth. You know, just basically put the guns down, love not war, and this was, you know, what I translated on the letter E that they gave me. And then once all the artists got done, when the festival came, they put it at the beginning of the Parkway, where it spelled out the whole letter. It spelled out the whole saying, "Cause Village."
Wow, that's amazing. With different pieces of art, with different art on from different artists on it.
Yeah, it was a lot of crazy artists there. My man, the Art Bully, he did one. Check out, you know, shout out Art Bully. That's my bro. Y'all gotta check him out too. He crazy with it. Right. Who else? Terrence Ism from Delaware. A lot of dope artists was out there.
That's hard, bro. That's so fire, bro. And everybody, like, I just want to click through so y'all can see this artwork, man. I mean, bro, and this is what, like I said, this is what drew me in, man. The graffiti style, the details, the colors, you know what I'm saying? Like, tell me, bro, like, what has been like your favorite piece, or have you just got like everything? Like, tell me, like, how does that work for you? Like, do you got a favorite thing that you've done?
I probably would say that might be my actual favorite piece that I did, only because how God used me in creating that, you know, and just representing George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, and you know, all the Black brothers and sisters that, you know, died at the hands of police brutality. Vote for those who can't breathe anymore just meant a lot to me for the time being, for now, and just the whole movement that's going on in the Black community. So
that's hard, bro. This joint right here, bro, it looks like, so did you, like, was the shirt already tie-dyed? Was it like, how did this get done? This is crazy detail.
Yeah, no, I normally get the shirts. I dye them all myself. I distress them myself. It's a tedious process. It literally might take me like a week just to create that sweatshirt, just because the dye process. I gotta, you know, I put one dye on, let it dry. I gotta wait for another day to add the other one, so it's not mixing. It's a whole process to it. So normally when I tell people 2 weeks, it's taking me 2 weeks to create it. Like, it's a process. So yeah, I dye them and distress them, and then I paint on them. I do it all myself.
That's hard, bro. I love it, man. So everybody, like I said, y'all make sure y'all go to the page, check out my brother, like I said, BKL Vision up here at the top. So for the people, like, you know, who reach out to you and who can work with you, bro, like, you know, what is like the like what type of people are you working with? You know what I'm saying? What type of projects are you taking in? Like, how does that whole thing work as far as your intake and things that you work on?
I basically work with anybody. I like to just work with people that's serious, man. Like, if you're serious about what you're trying to do, get with me. Like, get with me. I always want to help people, you know, just translate their visions, help bring them to life in any way I can. But just be serious, man. Like, I ain't got no time to waste, because I'm on a whole mission. You feel me? So, and I don't waste other people's time. And I want people to treat their time the same way. Like, if you on the same mission, or, you know, the same type of mission I'm on, which is to get it at all costs, you know what I'm saying? And you know, reach out to me. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna see what I could do for you. But like, if you ain't too sure and all that, I'm gonna have to sit on the bleachers for a little bit to get ready to cover the game.
Right. So listen, my brother, he said it ain't no time for wasting time. You know what I'm saying? He out here, he creating, he making great things in the world. If you love the artwork, just come to him serious, be ready to go. And I promise you, I already know, I done seen multiple times what he done brought back. And I'm just like, every single time, hey, this thing is on point. So y'all go ahead. Y'all already see what the artwork, the proof is in the pudding. Tell me about this piece right here. So everybody who's watching, basically, you know, we do the T-shirt Millionaires unboxings, you know, and so this was sent in. Tell me about this piece that you made, bro.
Yeah, I did that for Kim at I am intentional.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kim, man. She cool folks. She
Yeah.
just reached out to me and was like, yo, I love the whole Love Not War theme and you know what you do with it. Are you okay if I use that? I said, yeah, again, man, I recognize that my art is not just all about me and for me, it's for other people, you know. I am selective with certain designs that I do for people. Like I would never like reproduce that again for nobody else because you know it's dear to me, but I just kind of let Kim rock out with it because she really loved it. She believed in it, and just the fact that she believed in it and loved it just like I did, I was cool with like reproducing it for her. So
right, that's
how that came about.
I love it. That's dope, bro. That's dope. Well, listen, man, yo, this has been like an amazing convo, man. I mean, that's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the arts, the creative aspect. I love that you hit on the spiritual part, bro. And so, man, many blessings to you and your mission, bro. I'm here and I'm behind you, family. Like I'm here to support. I'm here to push your name and get it out there, whatever I can do, because I'm real big on this, man. I always say, like, man, when it comes to like spreading the word about stuff, when you know that it's good, it ain't like I'm not pressing nothing upon nobody. I'm trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you. And so that's how I feel about what you do, man. And like I said, I appreciate you for walking in your purpose, for sharpening your skill set, getting better and better, and producing all this great work for people, for entrepreneurs, because this is the thing. This is the power that you got, bro. You were making things for the t-shirt brand owner or whoever it is that we can take and we can put on our store that represents and fit into our brand. And it looks so good and it's so appealing and it has a great aesthetic that customers are going to see it and they want to buy it and wear it. And as a result of that, the artwork is getting out in the world, but it's helping us grow businesses so we can take care of our families, so we can provide a better way of living, so we can be able to give back. So I want you to realize it's not just artwork, bro. What you got is feeding families, fam. You know what I'm saying? That's how big it is. That's how important it is. So God bless you for what you do, bro. Absolutely. So for the people who want to reach out to you, what's the process? How can they get in contact, family?
I'm simple, man. Like I'm on Instagram. You can follow me at bklvisions. Hit me up in the DM. I normally like to respond in the DM because I'm probably always on Instagram. I'm on and off. You can also email me. My email is in my bio. I'll contact you back right away through the email. But if you really want to get with me fast, hit me in the DM. Excuse me, on IG, and then we could get it rocking.
Absolutely. Any final words for the audience, man?
Yeah, man. Just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Always give out good energy. Do things with love. Do things with kindness. Everybody human. Everybody make mistakes. Be patient with people. But go for yours. Don't waste another single second guessing yourself. Go for yours right now. Right now.
Wow. We're going to end it just like that, bro. I salute you, my brother. We're going to definitely be in touch, family. I appreciate you putting your fingerprint on the T-shirt Millionaires live show.
Thanks for having
everybody.
Me.
Y'all make sure y'all go follow and reach out to my guy. We'll be in touch, family.
Yes, sir. Peace.
All right, bro. Peace. All right. Yes, sir. And another one. Yeah, man. I love that conversation, man. Listen, bro. I can't. There's nothing better for me coming on this show and having genuine conversations with genuine people, but not just genuine people who are tapped into a higher purpose. When my bro started talking that purpose talk at the very beginning of that interview, I knew it was game over. You know what I'm saying? I knew that it was just going to be more than a surface level. What we going to talk about art. My brother inspired us today, man. I know he inspired me. He talked about going deep and paying attention. And in the creative process, letting the The Holy Spirit guides you through it. You know what I'm saying? Staying tapped in, reading his devotional. He gave us and was transparent about his brother. And he talked about how his twin brother, the last conversation that he had was, bro, art, that's what you need to do. And guess what? Guess how God hooked that up? Right after that happened, bro passed away. Somebody that found out about him through his bro. That's when he did his first commission. You feel what I'm saying? God, blessings. He talked about there was a point in time where he knew he had the gift. He knew he had the gift, but he wasn't walking. He wasn't operating in the gift. He didn't have the vision for the impact that that gift was supposed to make. I want you to ask yourself, what gift do you have? And do you have the vision right now? Are you tapped in enough to know what you need to be doing with that gift? And if that answer is a no, I want you to think long and hard, and I want you to sit still and realize how many lives that you're supposed to impact and how many lives you're not impacting when you ain't realizing what your gift and what your vision is and your purpose is in this life. My brother is doing more than just doing t-shirts. He says that he ain't just out here creating stuff. He creating from a place of love. He creating a place where God is represented, symbolism. So when you get some artwork from my brother BKL, it ain't just like he putting something random together. This is coming from his soul. One thing that really stood out to me that was just fire. I couldn't even believe what my dog said. One thing what my brother said is he said this. He said, you might get a piece of artwork, and on that piece of artwork, you might have 50 layers of emotion that come from that one piece of artwork. When y'all see this shirt, this might have 50 layers of emotion that came from my brother. When y'all see that mural in the background, that might got 50, 100, some layers of emotion that he put into that. So it ain't just like a piece. And I want you to realize that for your artwork and your t-shirts as well. When you put stuff together, put your heart and your soul into it. Believe in it. My brother said, believe in it. Don't stop. Don't wait on no man. Don't do nothing. It's time to go. Jump. Believe in yourself. Make sure it's pure. Make sure it's authentic. You always gonna win like that. I appreciate my brother today, man. This one just no conversation, man. This was real talk, man. This is something that we all needed, man. And I'm so thankful and I'm grateful. And I'm appreciative when people come in this show and they share their gift, man. That was amazing. So listen, if y'all haven't done it yet, make sure you go to Instagram, go ahead, BKL Visions, follow my brother. Do that for all the game that he gave us today. Go do that and go tap in with him and spin with him if you're serious and you're ready to get some dope designs that can take your brand to the next level. Go do that. So look, T-shirt millionaires, I appreciate y'all as always. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting our family, our community. We're building up every single day. I'm so grateful of how we're bonding together. Listen, we did something amazing this week. I reached out. We had one of my brothers. He had a dope brand. Black Man Is Not My Op. I just was like, man, I saw that interview with Charlemagne. I was like, look, man, I want Charlemagne to be able to, hey, wear that on the Breakfast Club. If you mention it, go ahead and wear it on the Breakfast Club. Y'all was tagging Charlemagne all up and down that joint. You know what I'm saying? Coming together as a community. There's power in numbers, man. And that's what we got. This is special. And it's only the beginning, but it's special how we coming together. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep doing that. The next thing is this, man. Inner circle orientation is tomorrow. I'm so grateful of everybody who has joined. This is going to be the beginning of something amazing. The month of June, we're going to do some amazing things together. We've been rocking out with each other on Instagram. We've been rocking out each other on the T-shirt Millionaires live show. But it's time for us to all come together and have these conversations and share game with each other and uplift each other and support one another and buy from one another and share resources with one another so we can all grow. The more that we do that, everybody grows. T-shirt Millionaires is about to be a real T-shirt family. It ain't even about to be. It's a real T-shirt family, and we about to take it to the next level to where, guess what? We got community, to where we collaborate, to where we contribute, and to where we create. Those are the 4 C's that we're going to stand on. This is about giving, not about taking. This is about dreaming, not about doubting. This is about self-development, not self-victimization. This is about taking things to the next level, breaking free, not the status quo. This is about creating, not duplicating. That's what T-Shirt Millionaires is about. And if that's you, I want you to be a part of the family. Tomorrow, we go ahead and we're going to start. We got our orientation. We got our first challenge kicking off on June 1st. And we about to take things to the next level. Let's make the second half of 2021 the best half. I truly appreciate it. If you haven't joined, you still got the opportunity to be a founding member. Go to www.tshirtmillionaires.com. I would love to see you on the inside. For everybody who has joined, I will see y'all tomorrow. Be on the lookout for emails. Go to the learning portal, get signed in. All the information will be there. And I truly appreciate y'all, man. So without further ado, y'all know how we do it. I'm going to end it as we always end it. You can see it with your mind's eye. One day, you going to be able to see it with your real eyes. I appreciate y'all, T-Shirt Millionaires. Many, many blessings. I'll see y'all on the next episode. Peace.